That one sounds pretty cool.
It is. How do you feel about it? I only know this one.
Everyone, I'm gonna
ask everybody to start coming over this way. We're gonna get started in just a second. Come find a seat if you need a chair. We've got a few chairs here. Come on all the way over off the trail. Over this trail. Come on over. Our mic is shot. This is Neil's retirement party, sort of, so that's like his last name. That's sad for us, but anyway, we're here to celebrate the opening of the last phase of the Great Redwood Trail in the city of Ukiah. We might be involved in more, but at this point, this is kind of the end of our show. I've been part of this since phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. This was the hardest phase because we thought we were going to be up on the ballast. We're not. And I think the thing about that is that you have to realize how much more complex it is to have the trail off to the side. So when we envisioned this up on the ballast, it's kind of an easy project. Putting it down on the side made it much more difficult. But all of our granting agencies, which we got from the CNRA, $3.5 million to do this. The Coastal Conservancy, we got $300,000. Everybody was very patient with us because they knew we didn't intend to move the trail off the ballast, and they understood the implications of that. But Neil and I, who have kind of been from phase 1 to phase 4 together, we were always kind of thinking this was going to be the least epic of the trails because the other one was so transit oriented right in the middle of downtown, and we were kind of like, well, I would do this end, but it fills out the corridors. I think the thing that is amazing about this is we've probably had more, not that it's open yet until the ribbon goes, but we've had more people using this end because people do like to be not in the middle of the urban empire. They like to be out here where the trees are. And it's just been really a fantastic thing that everybody has really wanted to experience. And you just see the amount of people who walk on it every day, and you already see that happening. So, who designed it, if you may remember the original trail, I think we were going to take down 42 trees or something like that. And we're never going to do that. That was on the plan. Do that. The community was not overly excited about that, and they told us that. And so we worked with GHD, Neil and I worked together, and I think we took out very few trees and none of them very large. So, we did exactly what the community wanted, and I think if you've walked on it so far, you'll realize this is really kind of the crown jewel of the trail. I'm going to introduce Joel Gerwin, who is from the California Coastal Conservancy.
Thanks so much. Hi there. I'm Joel Gerwin. I'm the North Coast Manager for the State Coastal Conservancy. I got to run out here today. This is wonderful. my agency works to protect and restore and provide access mostly to the coast, but we're the state agency that's helping with the Great Redwood Trail, along with the Great Redwood Trail Agency. So just really excited to partner with the city and with the community to make trails like this happen. It's just such a wonderful thing. So beautiful out here. Trails really connect us. They connect us to nature. They connect the community together. And so we were really excited to be a small part of making this happen and supporting this, and just looking forward to working with the whole community and with the North Coast to keep the trail going and realize the amazing vision of the trail all the way from San Francisco Bay up to Humboldt Bay. And I'll just say one more thing. I just want to thank the voters of California who passed Proposition 4, the climate bond, which is going to provide a lot of funding for trails and for the Great Redwood Trail. And to thank Senator Ukiah, who's going to speak for all his work in making that funding happen. So just applause to the City of Ukiah and to all of you.
Okay, next up is Susan Schur, our mayor of the City of Ukiah.
Good morning. What a great showing. On behalf of the City of Ukiah, it is truly an honor to stand here with all of you as we celebrate this opening of the new segment of the Great Redwood Trail. This project has been years in the making, and today represents something very special. Not just a new trail segment, but a new connection for our community. I want to begin by expressing our sincere gratitude to the California Natural Resources Agency and the California State Coastal Conservancy. Your vision and generous funding has made this project possible, and we are incredibly thankful for your partnership. I'd also like to recognize the people who did the actual work on here, the project reflects your expertise, dedication, and pride in serving our community, and we're grateful for everything you've done to get us here today. I'd also Neil Davis and my fellow City Council member Laurie Redwood were years ago writing the grant to get this project done. And of course, a big shout out to Senator Mike McGuire, who was our biggest cheerleader in the state legislature and authored the legislation that created this trail agency. Celebrating this morning is more than just 3 miles of trail. It's an investment in the health, the sustainability, and the future of Ukiah. I often ride my bicycle from where I live near Clara Avenue to the co-op to go grocery shopping, to Staples or Friedman's to do errands. And I don't ride my bicycle that fast, but I can say I timed it. It's faster riding my bicycle on the trail than it is driving my car. So this trail is for everyone. It's for families out for a walk, for kids riding their bikes, for commuters looking for a safe, non-motorized option, and for visitors new to Ukiah, discovering the beauty of our city for the first time. So this is a place where community happens.
Thank you, Mayor. On the Mayor's word, I'll bring up one of the biggest supporters of the trail, Momo Hearn, the county supervisor and also on the board of the Great Redwood Trail.
Thank you. I would first like to acknowledge that the microphone malfunction is my fault and not Neil's. So I just want to be transparent about whose responsibility that was.
I could have made it fail on my own.
And I would say that I'm the Great Redwood Trail's biggest convert. When I first joined the City Council in 2014, I didn't understand the vision. I get it now. So I just want to thank everybody, Senator McGuire and the folks that really had the vision from the beginning. City of Ukiah Director Erickson really saw what this means for the big picture. I was fortunate enough to be on the city council as the trail grew from what I called a path to nowhere to a beautiful path throughout our community that was heavily used by active transportation within the downtown corridor. What this next section brings for our community is a true connection for the neighborhoods that are on the south end of town to the downtown for work, to the parks, to our recreation, so that they can feel more connected to our community without trying to walk or bike on streets with heavy traffic. So I really want to thank and appreciate everybody that's here that has participated. Of course, we have city council members, Roden, Mayor Scher, and Heather Chris that are here today. My colleague, Supervisor Hashak from the 3rd District, who is also on the Great Redwood Trail Agency board. And Monica from Assemblymember Rogers' office is here representing. So I also would like to bring up Mary Sackett, the chair of the board of the Great Redwood Trail Agency and the Marin County Supervisor, so she can talk a little bit about next steps.
Yeah. Good to see everybody. I just want to start by saying you have wonderful representation in Mendocino County with Supervisor Haschek and Supervisor Mulhern. They bring to the Great Redwood Trail every month your concerns, the concerns of this neighborhood, the concerns of this city, and say, hey, this is an incredible vision, but we've got some details to work out. And you are very well represented by the two of them. I couldn't be happier to have them as colleagues on this Great Redwood Trail Authority. So let's give them both a huge round of applause. Has handed this community, but so many communities along the line. And it was an honor to walk this morning with so many folks and hearing stories about using it to get where you want to go, using it to meet people and to connect with your community, having eyes and ears on the ground in parts that were frankly hidden and things you don't always want to see, right? And so now we've got people who see them, and you've got a great public works team who loves this trail and wants to have their eyes on graffiti and to keeping things clean and just making sure that everybody knows what's here. I have the pleasure of riding my bike from my home to my work along a section of the Great Redwood Trail in San Rafael. And I connect, I love it. I see people that I don't otherwise see. I hear from constituents that I don't always come into my office or don't come to board meetings. And it's such a connector for people who just want to walk a mile, to buy sundries, to stay in your hotels, to spend their money here. There's also great opportunity with what we're doing with the Great Redwood Trail right now is employing people. We're bringing jobs. The people who are doing this work are your friends and neighbors, and giving real jobs with something that is such a visionary project. The section between Eureka and Arcata opened up last fall. People absolutely love it. They are using it. They're using it to get to work. They're using it to get to school. You've got roller skaters, which we had out here today. We had roller skaters, bikes, skateboards, a lot of walkers, some really fast little people. I don't know where that little girl is who kept passing me, but she was fast. And, you know, dogs, we had a cat. Everybody was here using this trail in whatever way they can and doing anything for our community. It's leaving things in disrepair. It's adding to fire danger. It's making dark places darker. And what can we do to bring this corridor to life? And I am so grateful for his leadership in the Senate, for his cultivation of this project, and excited for what he has to come. And without further ado, Senator McGuire.
Hey, good morning, everybody. How the heck's it going? Dang, that's what I'm saying. I think we need to give it up to the Madam Chair. Let's give it up for Supervisor taking this agency forward. I want to take a moment to say thank you to Mo, Supervisor Mulhern. She has laid the focus on moving this project forward, and she's holding us accountable. She is really good at what she does. We are so lucky to have her serving us on the Board of Supervisors. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Supervisor Haschak for all of his work, for his commitment to this project, moving it forward and moving it north. Let's give it up for Supervisor Haschak. Madam Mayor, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for following through with the commitment, the promise of this community. To Council Members Rhoden and Chris, thank you so much. The City of Ukiah, we could not do this without them in the Public Works Department. We are incredibly grateful to the neighbors for all their work, the partnership with the Coastal Conservancy. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the milestone day. This is the first time a cat ran the fun run. So hey, there we go. What is the cat's name, by the way?
Merlin.
All right, let's give it up for Merlin, the cat. Merlin on the trail. But really, look, this really is an exciting day, not just for Ukiah, but for the North Coast. And we're celebrating the completion of the 3.3 miles. And as the supervisor and the mayor said, it is much bigger than just this segment. It is literally about connecting the community, right? It's about an opportunity to be able to run, bike, commute to work. And it is also a bold investment for this community's future. Am I right, everybody?
Yeah.
And here's the other big milestone about today. After we've completed the 3.3 miles, the Great Redwood Trail is either 40% complete or under construction in just 6 years. 40% either complete or now under construction. Let's give it up for the Great Redwood Trail. Thank you, and look, as was mentioned, this is the longest rail trail in the United States of America. 320 miles from San Francisco Bay up to Humboldt Bay. And it's going to traverse through some of the most spectacular landscapes on earth, right? Ancient redwoods, oak-studded hills, lush vineyards, two mighty rivers, the Eel and the Russian. But one thing that is not unique about the GRT is that 26,000 miles of former freight line have now been transitioned to active trail in the United States of America. And research shows that trails make the fabric, especially of small communities, stronger, right? Here's the deal. This is what the research shows. By creating access to long abandoned rail lines, it actually promotes public safety. It promotes fire safety. Research shows that it spurs economic development, and property values go up with homes along the trail. Every dollar invested in trail construction, $3 comes back to the community. And here's the other big deal, is that according to the Great Redwood Trail Economic Study, $102 million per year will be generated just in Mendocino and Humboldt counties once the trail has connected with each other. This is about putting people to work and growing a stronger rural economy. Are you ready to go, Mendocino County? Come on now. And one last big whopper of a deal today. We are also so excited to announce the largest investment in the history of the Great Redwood Trail. Working with this amazing board, and just want to say thank you to the board, to the staff. I neglected not mention the city manager. Thank you, Mr. City Manager, for all your work. But working with the Great Redwood Trail Board, we've been able to secure $50 million in state funding, which will be represent the largest trail development and environmental enhancement project in the project's history. So get ready to kick up some dang dirt, Ukiah. So here's what this $50 million is going to do. It is literally going to build dozens of miles going north and going south. It is going to advance environmental enhancement along the trail, such as stream restoration, culvert improvements, wildfire mitigation, erosion control, and debris removal. And local folks are going to be put to work building the trail in the town that they call home. And we are going to be consulting with our tribal partners every step of the way. We cannot do what we're doing each and every day with the local tribal leadership of the North Coast. Can we give them a round of applause, please? Right here, and I'll turn it over to the supervisors with this. This funding ensures that the trail's progress will move forward literally for the next decade. for the next decade, we have the money now in the bank to push the Great Redwood Trail forward, south to Hopland, north to Alder Point, and all points in between. The Great Redwood Trail is moving full steam ahead. Let's give it up for Ukiah, everybody. Come on. Thank you so much. Thank you. We're gonna cut the ribbon, and then we're gonna do a series of pictures, and I think that we need to get Merlin in the picture. Am I right, everybody? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna invite the Great Redwood Trail staff, all the board members, city council members, to please come forward. Come on over. And then we want everybody to do a group shot. Is that cool with folks? All right. Tim? Andrew? Come on in here.
I'm taller.
All right, everybody, we're gonna do a countdown from 10. All right, everybody. Here we go. Ready? Wait, we need to get closer. Come on in.
Oh, all right.
Come on now. Right, here we go. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now we're going to invite everyone to please come up. Come on up, everybody. Here we go. We got the. Oh yeah, we're going to turn around. Councilwoman, you're smart. There we go. Here we go. We're going to turn around so everyone can. Here we go. Come on over. All right, we got feline royalty coming through. All right, everybody squeeze together. Here we go.
Where are the edges? Where do people need to be?
All right, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, Great Redwood Trail, all right? All right, here we go. Ready? 1, 2, 3, Great Redwood Trail! All right, we're going to do one more. Arms out, legs up. Arms out, legs up. Ready? 1,